Welcome to Fueling Your Legacy, hosted by Samuel Knickerbocker. Each week, we expose the faulty foundational mindsets of the past and rebuild a new, stronger foundation essential in creating your legacy. We've got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Resilience, empowerment, and sustainable wealth. How are they connected, and what can you do today to make it happen in your life? So today I'm going to talk about first resilience. So resilience is something that I was taught really early in life, and not necessarily intentionally that I know of, but it's something that the story that I tell myself about out of the life that I've been given and the experience that I've been given. So resilience to me means how many times can you get back up again? It's not about can you just stay up. So many people, they can stay up, they can withstand a lot of things coming their way, but how do you respond in a situation where something didn't happen the way you want to, and how do you respond to make it either work for you, serve you, or just completely change the situation? So that's really up to you, but how do you really exude that resilience? And to share a story about resilience, I recently had gone golfing. I've been going golfing a little bit more often than I had in the past, but golfing is a really interesting sport because it's really easy to get frustrated, to get out of your groove or your swing. And then once you're out of it, then how do you get back into your groove? How do you get back into the method of really being on top of things? And so for me, that's something I had to really focus on, especially since I'm not that great. I went golfing last week with a bunch of people who are really good. My in-law father, my wife's grandpa, I don't want to say it, but my wife's grandpa, he is 83 years old and he shot an 84. So he's basically shooting his age. He thinks by the time of midsummer, he's going to be actually shooting better than his age, which is crazy since he shot an 84 and I shot 127. I almost doubled what is par on an 18-hole round of golf. And part of me could be really frustrated. Part of me could get upset, but the resilient part of me says, I'm going to keep learning. I keep in my mind, the habit that I have in my mind is, okay, this isn't where it ends. As long as I keep trying, keep growing, then this is where I'm going to get to, and I eventually will improve. And so having a resilient mindset that, hey, this happened, that's okay. It's not the worst that could happen, but how can I learn from this? That's a resilient mindset. What that does, when you start thinking of taking ownership of every situation and then just asking yourself the simple question, what can I learn from this? And that's where empowerment actually begins to happen, because we are not giving our power away to other people and saying, oh, well, this happened because of this. This happened because it started raining. This happened because it was windy. This happened because I wasn't golfing with my dad, right? This happened because I wasn't, whatever the situation may be, because I wasn't the perfect mom, because I didn't get enough sleep, because I wasn't the perfect dad, because I didn't make it to work on time. That's because traffic was bad. That's why I was late, whatever it is, right? All these because of, or the reason, all these things are all excuses, okay? Rather than having excuses, just take ownership. And when you take ownership, it actually increases your likelihood of being able to be resilient. It grants you resilience, but also empowers you. When you take ownership, it empowers you to now make a change. Right? So rather than saying it's because of somebody else or because of some other extrinsic situation, what if we just said, I believe this happened in my life, and how can I learn from it? What can I change? What can I alter? Well, that empowers you to act. And so empowerment is directly, in my opinion, directly related to resilience. Now, when it comes to sustainable wealth, this is the question, right? So many people in life, they're going through life and their income is completely reliant on what other people are willing to give them. Their paycheck, they're living quiet lives of desperation, paycheck to paycheck, because they've left their income, their family's livelihood, completely in the hands of somebody else, right? In a lot of cases. Now, when I say completely in the hands of somebody else, that's a choice. You can still become invaluable to a company to the point where they will pay you whatever you ask them to pay you because you're so valuable to that company. But a lot of people, they're just doing the bare minimum not to get fired. They're getting paid just enough not to quit. And it's just like, it's this minimalist game. So to build sustainable wealth, you have to have resilience. You have to be empowered to go act on all by yourself and go act with your intentions. And then the sustainable wealth comes in when you're actually building something that's going to have perpetual income, something that's going to continue to pay you even after you've done the initial value input. That's going to keep giving you value back or keep giving you money back. And so this whole week, we're going to be talking about resilience, empowerment, and sustainable wealth. I'm super excited about it. We have, in my opinion, the most incredible guest ever. Her name is Tiffany Barnes. She's going to be speaking on Friday about her sustainable wealth workshop called Level Up, and then also just of her life. You guys have heard some of my life story, and although my life story is maybe not the most glamorous, and people don't always respond like, oh man, you had a great life. Most people are saying, man, I feel bad for you, Sam. I don't need people to feel bad for me. And neither does she, but her life, in my opinion, is even more opportunity to grow from than I had in my life. We'll put it that way. Her life is crazy. What happened, where she came from, and where she is today. And I'm so grateful that I was able to know her, and that we were able to get together and make a podcast happen, because she's just incredible. And I know you guys are going to have a lot to learn from her. So there's going to be some discounts and some goodies given so you can get to that workshop of hers. And that's on June 7th and 8th. And I will be speaking there. So again, just super honored to be able to speak with her. And then also, we have 2 weeks left. So today marks 2 weeks between now and May 11th, and at which time I will be putting on Next Generation Legacy and Wealth Workshop. This is a fantastic opportunity to really dive deep into some of the mindsets about money and the actual rules of money, how it operates in the world, and specifically in America, how we can maximize and utilize it to our gain, play the same game of money that the truly ultra wealthy and banks and insurance companies, these companies are actually playing at. What if we just learned how they were playing the game and played it the same way? How much more successful financially would we be? And then the real question is not just financially successful, but what would we do with that money? And that's where the legacy comes in. Money in and of itself is just a tool, but what you build with that money is the legacy aspect. That's what's going to have you be remembered. And so we're going to be talking about that on May 11th in Sandy at the Sandy Hyatt House, just off I-15 and 106 South, right there by the Hale Center Theater. So if you are from around here and you want to attend that, then do it. You know, there's links on my website, samknickerbocker.com. And then also if you hashtag, if you take a screenshot of you listening to this, post it on social media, and then hashtag FYL-SAM, stands for Fuel Your Legacy Sam, then I will be able to reach out to you and get you discounted tickets to that, and make sure that you are able to attend. It's just gonna blow your mind and change the whole way you interact with money, finance, and specifically legacy, and the purpose and meaning of, like, what meaning are you finding in life and how are you perpetuating that and sharing that with the future. So this whole week is really about that resilience, empowerment, and sustainable wealth. And so it fits really right into that. On Wednesday, we're going to be doing a book review on probably, if not the most influential, one of the most influential books ever written in the world. And that is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's been translated into probably not thousands of languages, but hundreds of languages. And they keep coming up with new updated versions of it, simply because of the value and the benefit of what it is. They're using more modern day examples, modern day successful business people to really help that the idea and the spirit of Think and Grow Rich stay alive, which is just phenomenal. I mean, every new one that comes out, it just changes my mind. I'll show you a few different ones that I have or that I've read that are in that same vicinity on Wednesday when I do that book review. But just wanted to foreshadow that. If you haven't read Think and Grow Rich yet, go pick up a copy and start reading it. It's not too long of a read, but it's definitely a life-changing read. So hope you're having a wonderful day, and we are excited to see you next time on Fuel Your Legacy. Thanks for joining us today. If what you heard resonated with you, please like, comment, and share on social media. Tag me so I can give you a shout out on the next episode. And thanks to all those who have left a review. It helps spread the message of what it really takes to build a legacy that lasts. Catch you next time on Fueling Your Legacy.